Hey everyone, time for one of them review thingies. Today we're taking a look at theHunter, Call of the Wild. Before anyone asks, I am not being paid for this review, nor did I receive a copy for free. Well, at least from the developers. Hey, Google Opinion Rewards. All video played in the background is recorded by myself on my own rig. My specs are in the description box, majigger. Same with the music in the background. Nerds. theHunter, Call of the Wild is a first-person hunting simulator from Expansive Worlds in Avalanche Studios. Avalanche Studios was the team responsible for the Just Cause series and the latest installment of the Mad Max games. Using that same Avalanche open-world engine that gave us those breathtaking vistas and beautiful load-free exploration over the Just Cause series, Call of the Wild has an expansive 50-square-mile world split up into two separate hunting preserves, one located in the Pacific Northwest in North America, and the other located, I believe, in Germany in Europe. If there's one thing that you take away from this review, it should be that this game is gorgeous. From the tree branches swaying in the wind, the grass matting under your feet, to the animals bounding through the underbrush, this game is just on point in the graphical department. Even on older hardware, as you can see in the background, it's still gorgeous. Speaking of wind and grass, Call of the Wild is not only gorgeous, it's immersive. Crawling through the grass on your belly will get you that perfect shot at dirty boy buck. It hasn't felt this real since that time you tried getting into the band chick's panties under the bleachers in high school. Yeah, that's right, sweaty and uncomfortable, and you told everyone you did it, even though you struck out. Trust us, we know. The animals hear you, smell you, and can spot you from a mile away. You're going to be cursing those friggin' birds squawking out of the trees, spooking the deer and bears for miles around. You see that compass in the bottom right corner? It shows the wind direction too, and you better pay attention, or you're not going to find anything. Right near that, you get a sound meter. Yeah, they can hear you for miles. Scarily true to life. This isn't Cabela's. These animals are as true to life as I've seen in any hunting simulator. And don't kid yourself, it is a sim, kiddies. Sometimes you get lucky and they just drop right where you shoot them. More often than not, though, it's tracking time. See those tracks? Start following those bad lurries. Ask yourself where it all went wrong when you find that blood and see that it's only a flesh wound. Smoke another cigarette and get back to it. In my 20 plus hours of playtime, my record track was a Roosevelt elk that I hit in the gut. Tracked that damn thing for nearly an hour. And it can happen. If you have good shot placement and the right gun for the animal, though, you'll mainly see 5-10 minute tracks. You might think I'm complaining, but I'm really not. Finding that animal really gives a sense of accomplishment when you review the kill screen. Or shame, because you carved that poor deer a secondary anus instead of getting a lung shot like you planned. Maybe it's when you decided to go to college for gender studies instead of law like your parents wanted? That's a good starting point. Or was it when you started dyeing your armpit hair and showing it off on Facebook? It went wrong in a lot of places, didn't it? Whoa, anyways, when you've made a few kills, you'll level up and be able to hone your skills a little bit. Now, we're not talking thermal, night vision deer Terminator or anything, but more like training. Little realistic, natural skills and knowledge that is fairly true to life. Maybe you'll have learned how to properly shoulder your rifle so that it doesn't sway as much. Or you've learned that animals have slightly different tracks depending on their gender or their weight. Things you can attribute to experience or practice. Not, oh look, I picked something and now I'm great. And it's slow, I'll give it that. Like dating a Mormon girl. It's slow going, but the end result is totally worth it. Except for the whole magic underwear thing. Regardless, sighting down on a board 150 yards after taking some rifle training and snapping that vital spot first try, bang, gives you a feeling of pride. Especially when you remember that bullet physics are a thing here. Drop and rise, wind shear, branch deflection. It's all taken into account. Speaking of training, you're going to want to familiarize yourself with the various guns in the game pretty quick. There's a number of rifles, bows, pistols, and shotguns available, each one having its strengths and weaknesses, perfect for certain conditions and absolutely worthless in others. For example, the 223 is a perfect light rifle capable of taking down white, black-tailed deer, and coyotes at mid to long range in open terrain. Anything larger than a whitetail is going to get a small wound and go out and run forever, leaving you to wonder if you could go back for that law degree. Brush cover or high winds will throw the bullet path off since it's just so small and moving so fast. You want to hunt brush cover though? Well, get you that New England Standard 30-30. Not a sniper, but can drop a black bear at mid to close range with a well-placed shot, brush be damned. Maybe you want to get that 400-yard shot at an elk on a ridge. The 338 Lapua with its boat tail round will knock a moose at long range before it even processes what happened. Hunting coyotes at night? A small caliber rifle is great for that, but you want to have a pistol on hand in case they attack. That's right, predators and freaked out animals can attack, and even incapacitate you. Don't get caught with your pants down when that bear you winged comes running out of the bush like a linebacker and you're holding the ball reloading. Whip out that dirty hairy 44 and put one right bang in the skull. And, drink your beer out of it. You're a man after all. I know it sounds like I'm taking the piss out of this game, but I'm really not. I've never been a fan of hunting sims, never put more than a drunken afternoon in the core into them. They just didn't get that inner gamer boner going. Call the Wild? Now for some reason, this does. The thrill of stalking a herd of deer and watching them graze while you size them up and take the pick of the litter. It's palpable. The crack of your rifle, it echoes in your head, and you feel it. You exhale, watching the herd scatter and your prize stumble away as fast as its failing body allows. The frustration of trying to discern which tracks belong to your trophy is real. The elation of matching or beating your best kill brings an honest-to-God endorphin rush. It's something that other developers really need to take note of, in my honest opinion. However, this wouldn't be an honest review if I didn't cover the bad along with the good. And there is some bad, unfortunately. The game has some crash issues, most noticeably for me when using the in-game camera to take pictures for missions and sometimes when adjusting settings. Sometimes the engine shifts into low gear, causing the simulation to chug along slowly like an RTS with thousands of units on screen. Finally, the most breaking in my opinion is that the AI pathing sometimes just dies. Mainly it's on hills or near rocks. Every once in a while an animal gets stuck on a rock or the terrain, unable to move. Personally, I leave these alone. I want to hunt, not a gift from the gods. Racine does not approve of cheap grills. All in all, I'd give this game a solid 8 out of 10. The graphics are absolutely jaw-dropping, the sounds are on point, and the general atmosphere is immersive. The gameplay is enthralling, engaging, and rewarding in ways that games like Cabela's and Hunting Unlimited just don't seem to grasp. The bugs are annoying at the worst, but are few and far between in my experience, enough to be effectively discounted, in my opinion. There is a multiplayer mode, for those of you that care about that sort of thing. I never got a chance to try it, but I've heard good things, that, people don't pop in and out and that things are synced well. Anyways, here's the Steam store page. The Hunter Call the Wild is a reasonable $29.99 US, £29.99, or €29.99. Yeah, you guys need to get on that pricing inequality thing in Europe. Or, you could buy it off a third-party site like GTA, like I did. When they fix their idiocy, of course. I paid $23.48 American for it on G2A last week. But right now, someone's going full Tardo and selling it for $32. Which is a deal for you Brits, considering it's... quick math here, I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of $42 translated. I'd recommend that you all go grab it, honestly, even if it's just for a walking simulator. I seriously spend just as much time hunting as I do walking around these beautiful preserves. That will be my review, so take care. Peace, love, and pancakes, guys.